Alright, so we're coming up on the Knights Templar. Tomar is what it's called. This is a convent. We're coming down on the backside of it. I walked up on top of a hill with a little deer trail or something. Tourist trail. It's still here, Eduardo. I hope I don't have to go all the way back. I got faith. If I run into a bunch of skeletons, I'll let you know. All the tourists who've ever been here. Eduardo, I don't know. It's turning and going up into the woods. Up to the wall. All right. Whew. I'm okay, Eduardo. I'm through. I'm by the wall. Man, they have the greenbrier here just like in Texas. I'm to the aqueduct now. Backside of the aqueduct. Hey everybody, it's Steve at 1,000-Year Home. So I'm by 1,000-Year Aqueduct, 13 something, 700-year-old plus aqueduct. This city was started by a Templar, and it's called Tomar that I'm at today. I've been turning you off whenever I get into a hard thing like this and start sliding down a mountain, but we'll try to do it. My goal here in Portugal is to visit things that are 1,000 years old, get some design elements, some thoughts. I mean, natural materials, that's what lasts 1,000 years. I did it. I did it, everybody. I did this foolish thing that I should not have done. All right, here we go. That's what, it was worth it. Look at that. Any tourist could see down there, Eduardo. Look what I got to see. The whole backside of a weird thing. Aqueduct. I know that roof lines wouldn't normally interest most people, but I'm to the point where I'm making a roof. So I'm kind of capturing how those tiles were put together just so that I know. And again, design elements is what I'm after. Again, this is still outside the city. There'll be lots of things to do. But I love the exposed rock. I imagine it went somewhere and did something at once upon a time. So cool. These buttresses are cool. Yeah, you know, here I am talking about building a 1,000-year house, but look at this in the 1300. You know, somebody needed to put water protectant on that, Eduardo. It's all eroded. The water comes down and splashes, right? And eroded that up there where it's running. Look at all the rain gutters. They probably used to all be gargoyles. They're all gone, you know. You can't really see the form anymore. They were animals, right? And people sticking out. And they're all worn away. Well, this one that was tucked into the building is still in complete form. It's a lion or something like that. I'm sure each one was different. But yeah, they're all worn away, Eduardo. Wow. Yeah, and it's ambitious to say I'll be 1,000 years. And then you have this where people used to chain their horses, right?
Or their slaves.
Or their Portugal didn't have slaves, did it?
Of course they did.
Everybody did. As long as you had a pointy stick and somebody had a wooden one, you had slaves. Why not? Really cool. Convento De Cristo. Convent is, I would have thought would have been female, but I guess because it's referring to Christ, they went with male. Convento would be nuns. More of the tile work. Look how exquisite this is. And I would love to import a bunch of these tiles, and when I do my walls, just stucco them right in. So this is not a castle in a castle sense. This is definitely a convent.
The castle side.
This castle's over there, yeah. Well, this is just to get into the convent. But look at the roof here. So we'll look around. More of the tile work. I love these painted timbers. That is something I could do, Eduardo. You know, I could do a roof like this, just boards and batten, and then, you know, a paint job that you distress. Very, very cool. Put my my shield, my Christian name in it. Wow, that's neat. This is what I wish my job had been, Eduardo, building models of cool stuff. Now with 3D scanners and cameras, that skill is not needed, right? Look at the inlay tile here. Old fountain. Eduardo, come read this Greek for me. 1625. I know what that is.
What was that?
I wanted you to read the Greek for me. The sacrifices.
16.
Come on, we can read the first part. A command to sacrifice.
Sacrifices fonte, vendas, perfume.
Something about the spirit invitation. This Salicia, quoi? Altar of something named.
Yeah.
Altar name. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, where the holy water would have been, right here. There's no holy water in it now. We could have.
But it's dry.
Dry. It's that knew the sinner was coming. It knew me. How many women did I say I'm going to put in my life, Eduardo? More than. I'll tell you, all courtyards everywhere. They're beautiful. They serve such a function by cooling things down. There would have been a fountain in there making this even cooler. Yeah. Well, we know the year this was built, 1625. But the castle was in 1300. Yeah, the fountain or a well covered up now. If I had a dime, I'd throw it in there. Make a wish. There's a bell again. I'm going to zoom into the bell since I put a bell on the farm already. I got that design in there already. I got a farm bell out there. Oh man, there's bars on the windows way up here. They really don't want people to break in no matter what. I'm going to have to get an old Latin, right? I'm going to have to get an old piece of and carve some ridiculous date on it. So 100 years after I'm gone. Eduardo pointed out that these are probably the tombs of the Templars themselves, and that would be a sarcophagus for them. And I'm walking so casually. I imagine they felt close, you know, that they could walk and pass over. You could see the carvings and the numbers, yeah. Well, that's where I'd want to be buried, where people could remember me. And yeah, I'm going to be cremated and thrown into the river and forgotten the time. And I'm fine with that, too. I didn't make much of an impact on this earth. I might as well be willing to become ash. Oh, wow.
The entrance used to be here. They changed it from there, I guess, because of the heat.
I can feel the heat just coming right off of this courtyard. Just drop dead is what you would do. Look at the bell tower or whatever that was. Observation tower.
And the castle is there, like right there.
Oh, I see it. I see it. The beginning of the castle, the crossover into the moat right there. All these water spouts. That's an important thing, directing the water when it comes. And then the simplest of ceilings, like a foot apart. Wood lath, and then I imagine concrete over that with the, every now and then in this big castle they have some metal. bars coming across as tie-ins, keeping the walls straight. Look at here, Eduardo, where they would have been able to put bars in times of trouble. You know, they could have dropped in a bar in here in times of trouble. Put you could see the shutters, how the hinges, they would have been big wooden shutters that they would have closed and then dropped the bar in there.
Yeah.
Man, you know, it was so much have been such hard living in the Middle Ages. All right, so I want to point out that underneath all the pieces for renovations are down in there. We'll try to figure out if we can walk down there and I can video it closer. But then look, there's a big bell. This is still not the castle. This is still the convent. We'll walk over and see the castle in a little bit. All right, design flare. Oh, that's an interesting way to handle an electrical junction box, right? That it's not just a junction box, but they painted it and made it look like part of the decor. That was super smart. Super smart. Just want to point out real quick, 1420 is the oldest part of this construction. So that one cloister that said 1625 was 200 years after it had been constructed. Somebody added on to it. What kind of trees are these, Eduardo? Lemon? Uh-huh. Orange. Oh yeah, there's little oranges on it, or limes, yeah. What a pretty tree. And of course that would have kept away the scurvy. I've got to see if this will open. I can't open it. That would have been well, you think? Yeah, cistern. I could see the water from the courtyard would go down in, and that would have been a cistern to dip water. That's pretty cool. So they had the same kind of water problems. I'm a dry cabin. They have the same kind of water problems. So this is a good solution. So this courtyard is funneling all the water in through all the spouts, through all the buildings, into the courtyard. And then it drains into a cistern here. And then they would have had a well here that they could have drawn water right inside the courtyard. So all would have been captured, and of course then they had the trees to cool it down. You know, this was not just a pretty place to go and think, right? As a fully functional giant cistern to capture water, solving two things at once, both art and beauty and a place of reflection, as well as taking care of water capture.
Missas, não é missas, há misas, mas pronto, ok. Cada soma ponço, talvez, nesta senhora, qualquer coisa, pronto.
Your Latin is very good.
A parte que se lê. Mesmo que esteja habituado a perceber essas letras misturadas. Sim.
So now can you read Latin?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm going to go in. Is this a little cloister to pray for the dead? Okay. Chapel? Okay, this is a little chapel. No holy water. But water, we should have brought water for people. Look at the tile work. Oh my goodness. All the stages of the cross. Oh, there would have been a candle or something burning there, a votive. The prayers that were said in this place. Oh, wow. 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 Just amazing. I just left the chapel. It was amazing. That is 1600s art. We're going to go into an art display that's inside of this room, and I have no idea what it was originally. But it's funny how art communicates beyond words, right? I like how this artist is painting about modern anxiety, right?
Like full of nightmares.
It is. Paranoia, I saw it, one was on paranoia. But the emotions are coming through, clearly coming through, right? Monster of... You know, my dreams are so sweet. I don't have dreams like this at all, like this wolf thing.
Sweet man.
And
Sometimes I have some.
do you? I have weird, yeah, sometimes, but never scary, never dark. But my whole life, I've never watched horror movies. I deliberately never watched them. And do you? Okay. So then my brain doesn't have to work through all of that, right? And process it all and put it somewhere. But I imagine, so here it gets more sophisticated if it's the same artist. It is not, right?
That guy's from the Vikings.
It's very Viking-y. Yeah. Paranoia, yeah. That's what happens when I take too strong of a CBD. Yeah. That's the only time I feel that emotion. Do you think this is the original artist right here, Eduardo?
Maybe, yeah.
Again, another little chapel or a granary or something that we're in. None of these rooms were just casually built. Every one of them had a purpose. I don't have access to stone where I'm at all. All I've got is clay. So I could, make like a little clay tile yard or something. But we did. We went on full circle, which is so cool. Is that it? This is the whole convent?
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Can we go up the stairs? Man, they never let you go up the stairs anywhere in the world. We got a rope every time, Eduardo. Yeah. I want to be allowed upstairs one day.
I think there's some stairs from the other side.
No. It's like this everywhere in the world. I've never been able to get through. And look, they did this to keep kids from hopping this.
You used to have your ticket with you?
I do?
For the church we needed.
Oh, okay. I didn't. All right, we are officially in the church, so I'll be talking quieter. It's not an active church, but still to respect the memory of those who went before. There's some more of those tile work balusters that I've seen in Portugal. Yeah, back to the 1400s. This is saying 12th century, so 1200s here. Commissioned this interior in 1500s, so this interior is 600 years old. The compound itself is 900 years old. And I'm sure the city goes back to the prehistorical 6,000 years, in this area. Again, the lack of lighting is something, and yet they did it. What in the world? Okay, first I'm very interested in this thing. What a pipe organ. Eduardo, explain. Heating duct? And they just antiqued it and made it out of wood? You don't know. You don't know. But it could be from the 1600s too, and
Some of these paintings they removed to the museum.
oh, the blank spots are. The Stations of the Cross, or the story of Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, like this, do you think the artist drew that as a test on the wall with charcoal paints and then went ahead and painted it? I bet you. Oh, you can add a little rope. The little rope almost got me.
I have a picture from the side, but no.
I could stick my hand in there. Okay. Well, the first thing people would do in there is go in there and go, whoop. Huh. That understanding of the technology 600 years ago is just so compelling. Oh, there we go. It still wants to focus on the specular dust, but I wanted to capture some of this window sea. How wonderful. Paintings, if I can get to it. The different types of angels, I suppose, or saints.
You have the same names here, and the one guy's there.
I see that. I thought that as much, that they would be the saints of various posts, right? Yeah. And they're freestanding, so you could pick them up off of there and carry them away if you want to. What do you think, Eduardo? What's this little thing?
It's for
a tapestry.
hanging your hat.
Yeah, you're exactly right. A tapestry or something.
No, it's probably like candles or lights.
Yeah. Little prayer niches. Again, this would have had their water in it or something for them to cross themselves. When they send these to the conservatory, Eduardo, are they sending them, how violent the world was? Is it a national museum that they sent these to be restored? Saint Martin de Sebastian, it says. 1536 is the artwork date. Nah, it's still that way. If we spoke out the way we're supposed to, that's exactly what would happen to us, financially speaking. Another. I like the little clamshell design and the little thing. That would be a really cool decorative motif that I could do. You know, I can't paint like this, but you would. The whole thing of us is designed to make you look up and think about God. And like I said, this was all, before our mass media. You would really look and study your eyes. You could stay here for hours just looking at things, engaged in the design works and the filigree and all of this. Wow. I could hear kids making echoes in here, and I want, I want to do that too. The doors are so cool. Where does this one lead? Think this was a chapel? A chapel or a tomb, Eduardo? This would have been a fountain. What a pretty fountain that would have been. The running water would have filled this all up.
Sounds like a place to
It does.
put a drum on.
Do, right? You will. Oh. Oh. There you go. Oh. Something Padre, Spiritu Santo. Convento De Cristo. You gotta church it up, Eduardo. You gotta give me, not blues, I need something Christian.
Doors closed there.
Oh man, it was a first, everybody. No rope, but the door is closed. I'm still gonna go try the door. All right, I'm up. I'm here. I'm pulling, locked. Oh, but at least no rope. I found where all the heat went. Oh, hold on. Another one we could, no rope, we could go up. All right. They're still making my noise. See, that'll be the rest of the day. Everybody will be seeing. Eduardo, if I brought a marble, I would drop a marble in here and roll it down this.
Yeah, that's what they built this for.
Yeah, that's obviously what they built it for, marble racing. Every step up gets hotter. We did it, Eduardo. Attention. Did I say that right?
And so,
Attention. We're here.
it's hot.
Oh, hot. See, I should have brought my neck air conditioning unit. All right. Wow. Look at me stand at the edge of something that's 600 years old or older. That's how much faith I have in some guy cutting stones 600 years ago. I walk right to the edge of the balcony. It is awe-inspiring. Truly awe-inspiring. The richness of heritage you can hardly even begin to consider how much. And again, every window, every place has a bar. Even in a castle, they had to seal up the seal-ups. Wow, I agree with you. Breathtaking. Oh, I did a video. Well, I meant to hit the other one. This is my buddy Eduardo. Such a kind and generous host taking me around Portugal. This isn't real touristy stuff we're doing. We're doing what the native people would do, right?
Yeah,
we're doing what the Portuguese would do. And I tell you,
still touristy, but not in the main.
Yeah. Well, we ate at that medieval place a really fine. I had a steak. Eduardo had, what did you have? A salmon. Smoked salmon. Big slab of it. Like 73 euros. I mean, that's way inexpensive. So, good. This is a good touristy spot. All right, picture. All right, I'm gonna, since these are low enough, I'm actually to one of these. I'm gonna film them. So the water would come down through the, not a real refined hole or anything. Very cool. Very, very cool. Is this the backside, you think, of the
Yeah, I think it is.
Convent? And then what would that have been, the main church or chapel? It's fallen down.
Yeah, maybe.
Right?
Renovated,
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's good to leave a little ruin, right? So that people understand the passage of time.
This is the backside because there's the castle.
Oh, yeah. Yep, you're right. So at some point they went, oh, we'll just build a new chapel instead of even try to save it.
Stand a little bit.
Yeah, make it higher, bigger, better. All right, well there we go.
It's not made for tech.
Come on, it's made for big boys. I have no idea why they would have made you bend over like that to get through. Unless this floor isn't this floor, right? Like, it used to be deeper. Oh, look, a Mother Mary. Beautiful view. No, this is where the guys would blow the horns and you would come up announcing you would receive everybody. You could just see the bishop or whatever here welcoming people in to the gate. This looks like it was added on, because you wouldn't normally block a gate like that. All of this was added on, Eduardo. Right, at some point when they were worried about war. Blocking the door. All right, we're down off the roof, back into the courtyard. Well, we're looking at a building that was 600 years, so there was stuff added in places and torn up, and it would be hard to look at it without being an architect, a historical architect, and know what belongs and why, right? All of these things. In times of war, it would have been more rough. But you could just see that parts of it are just added on to other parts. Just another view. Oh, wow. I mean, what I think, my theory, at 600 years, all these things were just added based on somebody's preference or whatever, times of war or whatever. Because a lot of the styles don't really fit. Some of them very stark. Yeah, Baroque, and I don't know, just very simple, right? And you could tell it's the oldest stuff. Yeah, it looks pretty old. And they don't want people to touch that anymore, so they put that little fence there. But the part's falling off, right? How would you like to get hit in the head? One of them coming down. Was this was like maybe the King's Chapel or something? Maybe that's why it was fancy? I don't know. Well, here we go. Now I'm getting I'm calling everything Baroque because I don't know what I'm talking about. But this is late Gothic, Manueline style, hyper-realistic motifs. Tree of Life. This was what we're looking at here is built in 1510. The other parts of this are from the 1200s, which is almost 1,000 years old. Look, Eduardo, you could sit here by this window at some point in time. Before they put the
Watching the
read or you're so right. It could have been like the Chamberlain or something waiting to be on call with a bottle of wine. All right. And at some point this was somebody's living place. They had a different perspective. We see it as historical, a fun tourist thing. Dormitories, yeah. They would have seen it as their home. Oh, wow. And it totally changes. The little doors. Come in. I'm Chi-Chi. Look at this. I knocked myself out. This is a nice bedroom, Eduardo.
Of course, no bathroom, but
Well, you know, how much would you need back then? You wouldn't have a whole bunch of clothing. You would have had 2 changes, a fancy church duds, and then, you know, a bed to, you know, this would have been more. And then a window seat. How much more do you need in life than a window seat overlooking a garden like this? I don't think you need any more than this in the whole world. This could easily be your whole world. And it probably was for people for hundreds and hundreds of years. There's a well, water's right down there again. Wow, let's move in. We'll dress in period outfits, and we'll pretend like we're part of the historical society. We'll just move in, Eduardo. All right, so here we are halfway down the corridor. We find a locked up Christ. I don't know what he did, but Jesus gets locked up everywhere he goes. Oh no, their whole hallway. Wow.
this is like the heating, because I think the kitchen is downstairs.
Oh,
and
you're
they will have
so
a fire
right.
with the heat going.
You're so right. Up the chimney. Oh, look, Eduardo, it's just a big chimney tower.
Yeah, probably the kitchen is downstairs.
Yeah,
Like
so
all the heat going on.
Calefactory. What is a calefactory?
It's heating, yeah.
Is that what it means? Literally means heating?
Yeah.
Heating room. You were so right.
Heating room with chimney.
Oh, it's trans-channeled in the fire cells. Oh, I see it. So, man, what year is
They
that?
have air conditioning.
They have heating and air conditioning. So these, they could have shut it when they don't want it.
Someone was blowing the air.
So
here.
they might have had some guy on a pedestal bicycle thing, right? There's some benches to sit on. Central heat. I know that. Listen, there's not a lot of lighting in here. It's all natural, but they had central heat in this thing, and between 12 and 1500, and they could open and shut the heating for the fire cells. Come on, that's really something. So, really something. Eduardo and I decided we're going to try to live here, just dress in costume, period costume, and just move right in. We don't know what we'll do with the high-speed internet, though. We're going to have to get one of these rooms and turn it into a server room. Anyway, I keep saying we. I keep putting Eduardo. He didn't agree to this yet, but my wheels are clicking. All right, so there you've got the dorms. And then periodically, not as often, you have a little balcony where you could just step out into the sun. It takes you out into the courtyard again. There's just another stairs. Pretty stairs. Interlocking. I see how they buttress the timbers and then reinforce them. Bardo seems to be on board now. He says he found the server room where we could set up all our computer equipment. Oh, the Templar Data Center. We found it. Those Templars were really creative. All right. This one.
There is the same.
Same quarter. All right. Yeah, from the heating room, that was super cool. To all the dorms. And I don't know if my camera had turned off, but this is 2 soccer fields long, probably 3 American football fields. 150 yards or more. The ceilings are 25 feet up in the air. Just stunning. And really, Eduardo, well, they do have some lights. A surprising amount of light. 40 cells. 1543 is the constructions area. And look, it's timeless. This still is just as beautiful now as it was then. These tiles go a long way towards making something forever, right? And look, how many people have done this, touched this down through the years, right? And yet the glazed tile is as good as it was in 1500s. I mean, look at this. Hey, look how they got rid of the water back before they had windows. This would have been open air, right? And so you would have had a breeze coming through. And then the water would just drain out right through the hole. Controlling water, and they would have had a little a sink here with running water. The Templar cross. Eduardo said, date your steps. Okay, after 1,500 years or more. No, this part was from 1,500. Yeah, 15. The steps are all wavy and worn. And they kind of angle, don't they, Eduardo?
Yeah.
Like, after all of that walking, all of the steps have they point down a little bit. So it is, no handrail. You just have to kind of feel your way. It's a little hard on the front of the legs. Oh yeah. Imagine the spurs. I'd be tripping on my spurs right now. Maybe spurs would be a bad idea. Oh, air conditioning. I can feel it. Somebody's got air on. Wow. Well, they said convento and friars. So convent to me always meant women, and monastery meant men. But convento means males. It's not there's no women here. Oh, the toilets?
No, it's cooking.
Oh, cooking, you're right. 100% right. You think these are cement? I think this is cement, not carved granite. And then they would have passed the food there, so they wouldn't have people stealing, you know? Everybody would have had to wait. In case I don't pass this way again. Well, there's the bottom of the courtyard. All their kind of sage and basil and herbs. They had all their herbs growing down here. So their kitchen would have been saved. Man, they would have had good food. All their herbs growing. But I didn't push the button. So I'm glad we're passing back through the kitchen. Eduardo, this is our second visit through the kitchen. So this would have been to warm somebody up. See how it had a ventilation in it? So this is where the guard would have stood. And then the main chimney, if you look at it, they would have fed in the smaller chimneys here up, and then they would have smoked from the wires and beams. They would have smoked their ham and whatnot. And this was a big kitchen, so they could run a smaller kitchen, right? Like just one, if the knights rolled in at 2 a.m, right? They could take care of it. The places to put their olive oil and whatnot. Sinks, marble sinks, that was made of marble. And when I took a look here at the plaque, it's from 1550. 1550. So again, the compound was commissioned in the 1200s. The city's older than that, and then various parts of it.
Cisterna Calço dos Corvos.
Oh.
It's way down to the
dungeon? Cistern, cistern where the water is. Yeah. How fun. Again, there would have been nothing more important, right, than the water supply. Oh, and it would have been filled up, Eduardo. The water would have been, like you could see the stalagmites where it would have been all water once upon a time. Man, you would come down in here with a candle and swim in the heat. Thank you, cistern room. Oh. It's still going. Amen. It's still echoing. This has got the longest reverb I've ever seen.
Full of details, but it's full of water.
It would have been all the way. You could see it would have been all the way to the top.
Because of the wings, okay. But the details, why the details?
But I don't think it was full to the top. Maybe it's because of the vapor and then droplets. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, they just knew what was beautiful and wanted beauty. How long does the echo last, Eduardo? Let's test it. Ready? Yeah, clap.
I like
4 or 5 seconds.
5 or 6 seconds.
5 or 6 seconds. That is just incredible.
Hello! If you scream louder, it goes like 10 seconds.
It's amazing. Right? So we left the cistern where we just were and we walked up. Oh, here's the well down into the cistern. So we know.
Yeah, you can scream here.
Hello, cistern. Oh. All right, to the cafeteria. I definitely need something to drink. All righty. Oh, they missed an opportunity, Eduardo. They should have had this in the kitchen.
Ice cream.
Yeah. All right, the little bird is wasting his time on me. He thinks he's going to get something. But all I've got is ice cream, and I can't even see him getting that in his beak. What's your name, little bird? What's your name? Come on, little pigeon. Come on, jump up. I don't have any food. Go find somebody who has real food. Oh, you peed. Alright, so this is strange. This is the castle entrance. It's like nobody's going to be in here. I'm pretty sure it'd be Eduardo and myself alone. That, and it's 1,000,000 degrees, and anybody who doesn't like stairs is not going to do this. Lisbon, you have to be in good shape. If you're going to go to Lisbon, you got to be able to walk uphill everywhere. Steps and hills everywhere. There was the convent where we were, and the castle's right up against it. Oh, now these cobblestones are a little hard to walk on. These are not smooth like the other ones, Eduardo. All right, well, look at the arrow slots. That's cool. This still says Convento De Cristo, so the castle must have had the same name. Tomar for the castle name. Wow. Huh. 1200. So it literally is 900 years old. Just amazing. And all of this would have been cleared away, right? So they could shoot arrows and whatnot. None of this forest would have been allowed.
It's closed. The castle's closed.
Oh, it's closed. All right, well, that was good. We were hot anyway. Meant to be. It says emergency closed, huh?
Oh, it's because of the fires.
Oh, for the fires. Well, you wouldn't want a castle full of people catching fire. That would be bad for tourism.
This heat, I mean, any
Yeah.
sparkle that is thrown there. Everything.
All right, for all of you who've been watching and want to hire this guy as a tourist guide, I don't know, Eduardo. You took me to a closed castle because of the wildfires. How you feeling?
At least I didn't took you to the
Very disappointed. I saw a little tear. I saw a little tear as it came down. To be honest, what I said is I kept trying to talk him out of it through subliminal implants. Like, boy, it's hot, Eduardo. You're looking like you're, I don't know, you should get some water. I said, you should get some water or something. Are you sure you want to walk around that? And then we get there and it's closed, and now I have to act like I'm disappointed when it's 110 degrees. I don't think I'm really disappointed. And he has a castle right by his house. I mean, literally up the hill of his house is a castle. So we'll go in the morning to that one. But there you go, 1,000-year homes. They still have to worry about fire. Anyway, it is closed because they're worried tourists would get caught inside of a tour, you know. And I don't blame them. I'd close it too. We've seen the smoke, what, for 100 miles.
Oh, you can see on the
Yeah, on the horizon. I don't know if you can look back there. Texas and Portugal are so much alike in environment that I recognize a lot of the trees, and of course I recognize the wildfires too. They're a genuine risk. All right, we appreciate Portugal. Eduardo, I forgive you. Let's see if he feels better. All right, he's feeling, now that I've forgiven him, he's fine.